Let's turn on the computer. For this build, I'm using the Enermax ECA3310AB. The computer case is a mid-tower. I'm using the white and black, but you know me, I am a PC modder. Let's look into this PC. For the chipset, I'm using the i7-4790K using the Corsair H55 for cooling. For the graphics cards, I'm using the Geforce GTX 980, one of the latest. For the power supply, I'm using the full modular EVGA 750G2 80+ gold certified. I can tell you something, it's one of the best power supplies out there. For the motherboard, I'm using the Asus Maximus 7 Hero C97 1150 socket. Once again, I'm using the Corsair H55 to cool down the i7-4790K overclocked at 4.5 GHz. For the RAM, we are using the ADATA 16GB of memory RAM running at 1866 GHz. For Windows 8.1, we got the Intel SSD 120 GB. I can tell you the boot up times is really great. And to run our games, I have everything installed on the 1TB Seagate Barracuda. I also use it for storage for my videos when I use the Geforce experience. I am impressed at the load up times for being a mechanical hard drive. Like I said, I like to mod my PC builds. Right here I attach a Corsair Airflow 120mm fan behind the SSD trays, blowing air straight into the back of the GTX 980, allowing the card to breathe better and stay cooler for better performance. Remember, airflow is very important for your components. Never forget that. Here we can appreciate the front panel of this case. I also painted the front filter from its original color to all white. I am removing the covers where you can install the DVD drives. Personally, I didn't want to do that due to the fact that who really uses that? Instead, I installed a 140mm fan to push more air into the case. Right here we got two Corsair SP120 fans, static pressure, low RPM, to make sure all my components have plenty of air to breathe, including the H55 pull and push configuration. Let's get the RPM of these fans a little higher. Looking at the top of this case, we can see that I added two NCXT fans to blow air into the case, mainly to the H55. We have to keep it nice and cool. Here we got the front fan controller, reset button, power on button, USB 3.0, mic and headset inputs, and the USB 2.0. I also installed a fan controller, blue lights when fans are spinning and red lights when the controller is inactive. This controller allows me to connect up to 4 fans, 3-pin input. I love modding cases, I swear. To show off the sexy parts of this build of this computer, I'm using two types of LED lights. At the top, I got the white LED right next to the NCXT fans. And at the bottom of the case, I got the blue LED black neon light. So sexy. Looking at the back of the case, we got the 120mm exhaust fan, and we have the motherboard connections, USB 3.0s, audio, you all know that. Right here we see the back of the GTX 980. 4 display ports and 1 DVI input. So sexy. And of course we have our badass power supply. Gold certified. There is really not much to say back here. Removing the other side panel is where cable management and all the guts are hidden. The main reason is to give us a simple, nice and neat, clean look. I can tell you something. Cable management is the best part of building a PC. We have to organize every single thing and we have to make sure everything is connected the right way. Otherwise, well, you can destroy something. We got SSDs, we got the hard drive cables, we got fans cables. I mean, right here is where you have to do the magic to make sure everything is connected right. Otherwise, all your expenses and everything else that you do could be thrown to the garbage. Let's do it right the first time. Let's put the computer back together, all the panels back together, and let's see how it looks on the dark. Right here I'm putting this panel the wrong way. What a dummy. Guys, I can say building computers, it's so much fun. It's an amazing experience, it's an amazing hobby, and it's not cheap. But this computer is gonna be put for sale. So right now, let's see how this computer looks on the dark side. Okay, lights out. Alright, well, we can see and we can appreciate the blue LED lighting at the bottom of the PCIe cables going to the GTX 980, and we can also see the light at the top shining down. So that right there, it's an amazing look because white and blue, it's a great sexy mixture of colors. And also the 24-pin connector that goes into the motherboard looks so sexy. It stands out a lot on the light. Playing Battlefield 4 on this computer, because I'm doing hard testing on this computer, it's super incredible. The image quality using the GTX 980 and using optimal settings on Geforce Experience, I can say that I'm holding above 100 frames per second when I'm gaming, and I will show you that right now. This computer is a complete monster, and I'm so proud of building this computer. Look at those frames per second. So crazy. Let's take a look at the inside of this computer. Right here we got Windows 8.1, we got the Intel Core i7-4790K. Right here is not overclocked. At the time I recorded this, I don't know why, but anyways, it's overclocked now. And right here we got everything else. Let's go over to the dashboard of Geforce Experience. Let's see my rig. Yeah, baby. Well, let's go to my rig. Right here. Here we are. We got the Geforce GTX 980, once again the 4790K, everything is optimized. Right here it shows that we got 16 gigs of RAM. I can say, guys, this computer, it's a badass sexy beast. I want to pre-answer a couple of questions. One of those questions is why I selected this case. Well, the reason why I selected this case for this build, it's because I already had the case. Second, I didn't want it to go to waste. Third, great airflow optimized case. This case right here destroys the NCXT H440. Where I build the Snow White. The case is completely garbage for airflow. I mean, the look, it's amazing because it's all white, it's modded, but for airflow it's no good, and I'm going to do a review on that here really soon. But guys, if you still have any questions, please write them down below and I'll be answering every single question. And if you want to leave a good comment, a bad comment, an opinion, please feel free. Don't forget, thank you for watching this video. I love you so much, and you rock.